Hello, everyone. My guest today is Kasper Spiro. He's built a great company. He's been an industry leader in the L&D space for over 25 years, learning and development space. He's made an impact on this ever-evolving field as CEO of the fast-growing scale-up EasyGenerator and as an e-learning blogger at KasperSpiro.com. He's also an author and a speaker at various e-learning conferences around the world. Kasper, you ready to take us to the top?
Yeah, I am.
All right. So what is EasyGenerator? And are you guys a pure play SaaS business?
Yeah, it's a pure SaaS business where we enable people to basically share their knowledge, so to capture the knowledge and share it with other people. So that's what we do.
And how does it walk me through how that works?
So it's very simple. So it's an authoring tool. So you can. We started out with courses, so you can just write an e-learning course by yourself. So the problem that is creating content in a company is expensive, slow, and you can't maintain it. So what we do is enable the people who have the knowledge to do it themselves. So we started with courses, and right now we are expanding into what we call resources like one-pagers, checklists, things like that. So to make it really easy to share your knowledge.
And what are these customers paying on average per month?
So that is around the ARPU is right $560 right now.
$560.
Sorry, that will next year. $360 is now. $560 is next year.
$360 a month right now.
Yeah, that's ARPU. Yeah, and it's really different. We have really small and really big customers, but that's the average.
What's your largest contract, out of curiosity?
Just under 100,000 in euros. So
wow.
A bit over in dollars. Yeah, it's over 100,000 in dollars.
What is that customer paying for?
So they pay those are enterprise customers, and they pay for an unlimited contract. So basically, anyone in their organization can use EasyGenerator. And that can go into the thousands of people sometimes.
And give me some of the backstory here. When did you come up with this idea? When did it officially launch?
The tool was launched in 2013.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea really is what I just already mentioned, is what the classical way of creating content is. You have a central department creating content, and it's just so slow and expensive, and it's not connected to the business. Mm-hmm. And I really believe that the business should own that content. Mm-hmm. So that's just what we enable. The idea is very, very simple. Create a simple tool that allow people to share the knowledge by themselves and without a central department being part of that process.
So how did you fund Kasper, the initial MVP?
So we started out as a business unit of an existing company and grew it from there.
Okay. And what did you grow that revenue to before you spun it out?
It was around the $250,000 mark, I think.
Okay. And how did you convince the bigger business to let you spin it out?
Well, basically, I explained my vision and the market potential that I thought, and they really believed in that option. So they started supporting that in a great way and still do.
And so what did the economics look on the spin out? Did they make you sort of pay for the technology, or are they still on the cap table today?
They're still the owners, of the company. Yeah.
I see. So how much equity do you own?
I don't have equity. I do have a sort of a revenue sharing plan, but I don't have equity.
Oh, so they own 100% of the business?
Yes, correct.
So why are you doing this? This is like the same thing as having a safe job.
Yeah. But so that is not. So the money is not the reason I'm in. I'm 58. I've seen a lot of things and started a lot of companies, and I want to do it really well this time. That is basically my drive. I want to create a product that adds value. That is a really great product, and I want to build a great place to work.
And those are my
main drivers.
How many? You did this in 2013. It's now 7 years later. How many customers do you have on the platform now today?
So today it's 1,200, just below that.
Okay, 1,200. And where are you getting most of these customers? What's the growth strategy look like?
So it's a mix between inbound and outbound. So around 60% of the new customers is inbound, 40% will be outbound. But if you take upsell into account, because upsell's higher was outbound, it's closer to 50-50 in the end revenue.
I see. And so going from $250,000 a year in revenue back in 2013 to today, can I multiply your customers 1,200 times $360 ARPU to get about $430,000 a month in revenue?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, we will be just under $4 million this year at the end of the year. Yeah,
that's great. Okay, so call it 3.8, 3.9. And where were you exactly a year ago? Do you remember?
Yeah, at the end of the year, we were just over 2 million, so 234 in MRR, and just 2.1 million in the yearly revenue.
Okay, so $234,000. This was back in December of 2019. So fast forward a year, you've almost doubled the business.
Yeah, so the goal was to grow 75% this year. We upped that to 80. We're almost there already, or we are there basically. So we're looking at last year, we grew 87%. So we want to top that. So indeed, we want to go in the direction of 90%. Yeah.
Yep. So you're doing what? Like last month, you did like 310,000, 320,000 in sales?
Yes, correct.
Something like that. And where do you think you'll get growth in the next 12 months? You mentioned ARPU expansion.
Last month was close to 400K. It's 369.
Okay, so if you're at a 360,
yeah.
if you're at 370, then your ARR is going to be greater than 4 million, not lower than, right?
I will end the year on 432. No, it will be 3,960,000.
Why is that? So if you did $370,000 last month, multiply that by 12 to get a forward-looking run rate. That puts you at 4.4 million in an annual run rate. Are you giving me actual cash collected over the past 12 months from your monthly recurring plans?
Yeah, no, I'm actually looking at the numbers because, well, the issue is we register everything in euros. So I'm checking if I may have made a small mistake there.
But last month in US dollars, you did about $360,000.
Yeah, last month. So in euros, it was 330. So that is around
360.
Sort of 1.2. Yeah, 360.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Yeah, so I mean, 360 last month times 12 would put you over a $4 million run rate, wrapping up the year, which is obviously great. But let's not get stuck on that. So talk to me about the rest of the business. So as you've driven this growth, have you bootstrapped or did you raise?
No, it's still 100% owned by the original company we started from. So we just are bootstrapped, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's great. And what's churn look like?
The churn is around 10%, I think. It's really different for our enterprise customers. It's way lower than for the individual customers, but on average, it's like 10%.
Per month or per year?
Per year.
Okay, and when you take that gross churn of 10%, how much expansion do you get yearly?
So it's about 22%.
Okay,
32%, sorry. So the net retention is like 122.
That's great. That's a great net retention rate. And these economics sound good so far. CAC is obviously a big part of unit economics. How much are you willing to spend to get a $360 a month customer?
So it's around the $4,000 mark.
And where are you spending that capital?
So a lot of the capital will be, so what I said, 60% outbound, 40% inbound. So with outbound, a lot of people, BDRs and account executives, and reaching out to people, cold calling. And the inbound, of course, is a marketing team, but the most expenses there are the campaigns that we run.
Yep. And for your outbound crew, what base do you give them? Like if someone's starting with you as an account executive, what base do you give them? And then what quota do you give them?
So the goal for an account executive is that he will probably reach a multiple of 5 or 6 times of his salary in revenue sales.
Yep. So what do you start people at? If they join you today as an account executive, what quota do you start them at?
The sales quota they have.
Yep.
I think we will start really simple with €1,000 recurring revenue and build from there until we reach the target in it depends a bit on how much experience they have, but 3 to 6 months, I think, until they reach the goal.
So you want them to add $1,000 in new monthly recurring revenue each month?
At the beginning, yeah. So, but needs to grow. So
at full ramp, what does it look like?
Sorry?
When they're fully ramped, what does it look like?
I don't know that by heart, I have to say.
How many sales reps do you have with quota?
We have like 5 account executives.
I see.
And I think 8 BDRs.
Would the BDRs have quota or no?
Yes, they do. Yeah. But that is in sales qualified leads, of course.
Yeah. Not closed commission. Yeah. And how many engineers are on the team?
So we have so we're expanding as we speak. We have 14 in Ukraine, and we are hiring a remote team around Dubai. So that's now 6. So it will be around 20, a bit more, maybe even at the beginning of the year.
Okay. And so what's the team size today total?
70 in total.
70?
Yes. Yeah.
So 70 total. There's 20 engineers. There's 5 quota carrying reps. That's 25. Where's the other 45 employees?
Yeah, so we have of course the development team is bigger than just the developers. We have QAs, we have designers, we have a product owner, we have a CPO. So that counts up. We have a support team that does live support almost around the clock. So that is like, I think, close to 10 people now. Mm-hmm. We have a customer success team of 5, 6 people, a marketing team of 5, 6. So then it adds up.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Very cool here. Let's wrap up with the famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite business book, Kasper?
So that probably is a book you don't know. It's called Leading Without Command. It's an old book. I reread it recently. It's really about output management, and it really helped me to shape the way I formed the company.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying?
It's a hard one. So probably would go for Elon Musk at the moment.
Number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building the business?
Oh, those are probably 2. So it will be Zoom, which allows us to do the business, because only 18% of our business is in the Netherlands. So we do worldwide sales from the Netherlands thanks to tools like Zoom. And the other tool would be Intercom, because we have really great support, and Intercom makes that possible.
And number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
Will be around 6.
Okay, and what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
I'm married already together for more than 40 years, and my kids are like 30, 28, and 25.
3 kids, 40
sons.
years. Wow. And how old are you?
I'm 58.
Last question. What's something you wish you knew when you were 20?
Probably always trust your intuition. I made some bad decisions while I knew that I was doing the wrong thing.
Guys, EasyGenerator.com, he grew it to $250,000 a year in sales back in 2013 at his parent company. Before spinning it out, he now has a rev share agreement with the parent company, which still owns 100% of the business, but he's grown it significantly. $4.2 million run rate today, up from $2.1 million run rate just a year ago. So over 100% year-over-year growth. Largest customer pays $105,000 a year, but the average customer pays $360 per month for their tool. Over 1,200 paying customers today. Churn is less than 10% annually. Net revenue retention over 122% with a CAC payback period of under 11 months. Kasper, thanks for taking us to the top.
Thank you, Nathan.
One more thing before you go. We have a brand new show every Thursday at 1 p.m. Central. It's called Shark Tank for SaaS. We call it Deal or Bust. One founder comes on, 3 hungry buyers, they try and do a deal live, and the founder shares back-end dashboards, their expenses, their revenue, ARPU, CAC, LTV, you name it, they share it. And the buyers try and make a deal live. It is fun to watch every Thursday, 1 p.m. Central. Additionally, remember, these recorded founder interviews go live. We release them here on YouTube every day at 2 p.m. Central. To make sure you don't miss any of that, make sure you click the subscribe button below here on YouTube, the big red button, and then click the little bell notification to make sure you get notifications when we do go live. I wouldn't want you to miss breaking news in the SaaS world, whether it's an acquisition, a big fundraise, a big sale, a big profitability statement, or something else. I don't want you to miss it. Additionally, if you want to take this conversation deeper and further, we have by far the largest private Slack community for B2B SaaS founders. You want to get in there. We've probably talked about your tool if you're running a company, or your firm if you're investing. You can go in there and quickly search and see what people are saying. Sign up for that at nathanlatka.com/Slack. In the meantime, I'm hanging out with you here on YouTube. I'll be in the comments for the next 30 minutes. Feel free to let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you enjoyed it, click the thumbs up. We get a lot of haters that are mad at how aggressive I am on these shows, but I do it so that we can all learn. We have to counter those people. We got to push them away. Click the thumbs up below to counter them, and know that I appreciate your guys' support. All right, I'll be in the comments. See ya.